All right, people, welcome to episode 161 of Uncensored Minds, the world's greatest conversation. I am the prophet, along with my co host.
Miss Montana, what's up, y'all?
Every time, man. I don't know why we got to go through this.
Every week.
All right, people. Before we get into the icebreaker, I'll give a little backstory on why this question came about. So, was it well, not last night, but the night before, I guess. I went to see a little light show or the Christmas light shit, whatever that bullshit is. So I went to go see the light shit, right? And the light show runs like every half an hour or so, and it's outside, and then there's little tents and stuff where you can get like hot chocolate, all this kind of stuff. So I go in there and I ask the boy, and I'm like, yo, cause it's in a big ass park. So I'm like, yo, do you know where the light show is? And the boy's like, no, man. He worked right there in the park. he like, no, man. I wish I did. I don't know. So I'm asking him. I'm asking him about hot chocolate. I'm asking him about the snacks. I'm asking him about different things that are right in the vicinity of what the fuck he's supposed to be doing, and he don't know shit. So the icebreaker question is, when it comes to customer service, how do y'all feel about the people that's supposed to be working these jobs not knowing shit?
Yeah, that's a bad joint. I mean, I'm in customer service. It's I deal with the public, and customer service is definitely key because you put yourself in the position of a customer, whether if you are the recipient or if you are the one who is performing the act. You just want the transition. You just want that interaction to go smooth because you want them to come back, to your establishment and deal with you, or you just want to have that vibe, be a good vibe for people. But customer service nowadays is trash everywhere. Like, it don't matter if it's fast food, no matter if it's if it's a bill you gotta pay, or if it's whatever. It seems like just nobody don't care no more.
Yeah.
Like, they just don't care. Everybody got attitudes and so short, or they lack knowledge. Like, that be it. Like, how you work at a job and don't know what your surroundings is? At least familiarize yourself with what's going on. That way, if somebody got a question, you can put them in the right direction, or whatever.
What's your answer?
Yeah, I definitely think that people just are in positions for convenience, whether it be just to get some money quickly, whether it is not their career choice and they're just there temporarily. I feel like people just be sliding into situations that they just take no pride in. And I feel like they just don't have the time, or they just don't want to learn what it is that they are doing, even if for a moment. Like, it honestly is a reflection of you. For real, for real. You're there, you're working in a position to either help someone or to offer some sort of assistance. And it's only right that you take pride in that position, no matter what it might be. Yeah, it might just be something temporary that you're not really into, or that seems menial to you, but there is somebody depending on a person in that position to be effective. So if I'm there in a large park to see Christmas lights or to enjoy Christmas treats, and I'm in a crowd full of people, I am depending on an individual who is working for someone providing a service to me to be able to direct me, that I am not either paying money or I'm not in the midst of something where I don't know where I'm going just simply because you don't care. Like, blows my mind, but it's unfortunate that it happens in almost every aspect of our lives, whether it's a bill, whether it's going into the CVS, whether it's grabbing a bite to eat, whether it's going to see some Christmas lights, whether it's going to pick out some shoes. Like, people just do not take pride in their positions, and it's kind of messed up.
Those be the ones because I hate when I gotta call like your phone carrier and they don't know shit and you basically know more than them and they be trying to spin you. Like, yo, I've been with this company for years, dog. I know how this works. I know, all the ins and outs of it. You can't spin me. But when it comes to customer service, I just feel like either the companies are not training their employees or it's a combination of that with the employees not giving a fuck. Because why would you even want to be? People gonna keep coming up to you, whether it's on the phone or whether it's in person. People gonna be asking you questions. So how you just work here and you don't know shit?
I feel like too the demand for like the like certain jobs and the majority of the job is a revolving door. Like people come and go. So the representative shows up for training. They act like they're going to provide elite service or whatever, or great customer service, and then once they're in a position, it's like, what you gonna do, fire me because you don't have enough workers, so you're going to continue to put up with my lacklusterness because you need me. And like, people just don't feel like they have to provide good service or good customer service in their positions because they're needed more than the customer service is of importance. You know what I mean? Just it's backwards.
So customer service is just lacking at this point, and we gotta. Well, I guess nobody gives a fuck, but I'm gonna cut y'all the fuck out. That's
Facts.
all. I'm either
Facts.
gonna crack some jokes on you or I'm cussing you the fuck out because stop this bullshit. Like the other day, I was just like, this boy's a fucking idiot. Like you standing behind the counter, you can't answer no questions. Like, what are you doing here? Like, what is your purpose?
Right.
It's just bothering me, the dumb shit. But that'll take us right into our first topic. So the topic is about addiction to work, or how do you prefer to work? So I was watching. I'll play a video.
So should I show up to work tomorrow for this 10-hour day that might end up being 14 or 16? Should I show up with a good night's sleep, but the work unfinished? You know what I'm saying? And we work out on the day, or should I show up completely sleep deprived, but I know the work is there?
That goes along with this, and the people in the chat, and y'all will be able to see this. But he basically was saying, and the question goes like this: would you stay up all night and make sure your work is finished to go into work, and then you may be dragging a little, throughout the day? Or would you get a good night's sleep and then you still have that work that you didn't do, but you also have a full day of work? So, where would y'all fall?
Are you working for yourself, or we talking about working for somebody else?
You're working for yourself, but you're working with people.
I think preparedness is important to me. Like, so I feel like staying up all night and making sure that it gets done, even if I'm a little tired the next day, I might be a little out of it or whatever the case may be, but I got the shit done and I am prepared and ready to go for the next day. So yeah, I'm with making sure, even if I gotta stay up all night. Yeah, I'm with that.
No.
Yeah, I'm not the one to stay up all night. But in my mind, mentally, I am walking myself through what that may look like for the next day. Just mentally preparing myself. But as far as doing the activity, once I leave out of there, it's done. I try to get as much rest physically as I can, because mentally I'm never asleep. My mind is always going, no matter what, just because it's just how I'm set up. So I can see where it could be a gift and a curse. You know what I mean? Especially what we talked about just leading up to this, from the icebreaker question, and just being, just caring. That's what it is. Like nowadays, you got a lot of people who just don't care. And then you got people who are so dedicated to their craft, or just dedicated to the job that they're doing because they are doing that job and that's just who they are. And that's what, how it is with me. I approach it from a standpoint. I care about what I got going on. So I'm always going to make sure I give it my all. But when it's time to walk out that door, I'm leaving that right there.
For me, it's probably a combination of the two. But if I had to choose one, I'm gonna definitely be staying up all night just because I'm more of a night owl, I guess. So that makes more sense for me. And I like to be when I get into work, like when I get into the process of working, I really don't like to stop until I'm done. So I wouldn't be able to go to sleep knowing that I still got work to do. So I would have to like just stay up and finish my work, and then I might be dragging, throughout that next day. But yeah, I can't go to sleep, especially if I'm in the mode of working. I can't stop myself and go to sleep. But how do y'all feel about being addicted to work, or do you feel like you've ever been addicted to work?
I would think people who know me, who really, really know me, know I work a lot. And it's a reason. I'm not addicted to work. I just have goals and dreams that I am trying to obtain at a time that I'm trying to obtain it. So when I am able to sit the fuck down, I can enjoy it. I take me real serious. So because I take me real serious, any and everything that I do, I'm gonna put everything into it. I'm gonna put my back into it, as they say. So if that to someone else looks like an addiction, it really is not. It's just my mental makeup and the makeup of me who as a person is just going to give it my all until I can't no more. Plus, on the flip side of that, I understand what it is and what it looks like to not have.
Facts.
And the moment you go through a situation, regardless if it's long term, short term, or just in the moment of losing everything that you once relied on but took for granted as always being there, I think that once you get yourself in that situation again, you never want to put yourself in a position to not have. And that's what it is for me. I've seen the other side of the coin in a sense. So I said I don't never want to experience that again. So I'm gonna make sure every opportunity I can, I'm gonna work to differ that situation if I ever get placed into it again. It won't hurt. It won't hit as hard or be detrimental. It will just. I won't have to be in survival mode. I will survive. The mode will have to survive me. You know what I mean?
So before we get to Ish, I want to ask you, Nell, have you ever dealt with somebody that you felt like was addicted to work?
No.
Okay. Ish, what is your answer on both? Have you ever been addicted, and have you ever been with somebody that was addicted?
Never been with anyone that has been addicted to work. A lot of people would question if I am addicted to work. I would have to defer and say absolutely not. I'm addicted to my personal qualities, my personal work ethic, my personal desires to be great in what I do, and my own personal needs financially and furthermore. But from the outside looking in, I can see where someone could possibly misconstrue that and say, Ish, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, every time I'm around you or I'm in your presence, you know what I mean? You dealing with work. Like, you answering emails at 8 o'clock. If I wasn't on a podcast right now, I was up, I'd probably be in emails, responding to clients or doing whatever. And it could look as if I'm addicted to work. But I think the breakdown comes in the reason that I'm doing those things. And I can only see that from my perspective, outside looking in might not see it that way, but
I think too. A lot of the times, people have this thought process, this jadedness, and until they can put themselves in your shoes and see exactly, you know, the way you walk when you have those shoes on and why you do what you do, they'll get a greater sense. Cause no, I'm not addicted to my work. Cause an addiction is serious. But I am addicted to what my job offers me. And that's a sense of stability. That's a sense of security. That's a sense of reliability as a man to my family, whoever that is, and what that looks like to be able to provide. That's what that job does for me. And if again, it's like the kid that you said that you encountered, who you asked a simple question about knowing your job. I have to make sure I know my job because somebody might come in or come into my establishment or come into my business or whatever and need me to give a answer to a question that they have, which may in turn bring me more business, which is putting more commerce in our pocket. Now people may say it ain't always about the money. Then what we working for then? I work for the money. I don't work just to waste my time. I'm working for the dollar, right? Because the dollar does something for me. It gives me those opportunities to take trips. It gives me the opportunity to put on those nice sneakers that I love. It gives me the opportunity to bless my family or give back or do the things that I do on a regular basis. So when people say, oh, you're addicted or you work too much or whatever, do you know why? Do you understand why? Because there's always a why to everything. And knowing the whys help you to knock down those connotations of, oh, it's an addiction. That's negative. Oh, you spend too much time there. That's a negative. If you understood what that looks like for that person, then you can say, I sympathize or I understand. How can I help you? Instead of, why are you hurting me? Because to a person that says, oh, you're addicted, it almost feels like a hurt to them that because they feel slighted or hurt that you're spending more time or you're giving more attention to your job than you could be to them or whatever. But if they truly understood what that looks like for you, and if you pull back a little bit, how that could hurt them, they'll understand like, damn, all right, you got it. Go ahead, do you?
See, I know you about to answer your question, but definitely interested to see your response, being as though you know what I mean, you work for yourself. And to me, that's why I asked, like, am I working for myself or if I'm working for someone else? Like, is there a difference in working for yourself? Like, is it okay to be addicted to your own work?
Yeah, there's very much a difference. I don't think it is okay to be addicted, but I probably have been addicted. Like, I've seen a person be addicted to their work, and I have been the person that's been addicted. But mine's is because mine's is not of, I guess, the monetary gain. Mine is of the creative. Like, I'm a creative, so once I get into a certain zone, then I just zone out. Like, I could be sitting on a computer. I could sit on a computer for like 2 days straight, just working on some shit, and that'll just be my process. Because once I get in it, then I'm like locked in, and you don't want to lose that motion. So I've been the person who's had been addicted, and I've seen a person be addicted. And I guess like Nell was saying, it's the reason why, you know, it's the reason why you're doing it. And even when it comes to money, like you said, because I got goals, because I got plans. So I think it's only a problem when you're addictive and there's nothing behind it.
Yeah.
I think that's where the problems come, when there's nothing behind it. You're just doing it just to be doing it. But yeah, I've done or seen both.
But honestly, it only becomes a problem when someone else's narrative is attached to it.
Right.
Because if you're saying, hey, I fell into that concept of an addiction, who did you hurt?
No, you could hurt yourself. You could hurt yourself because there's times, like I said, where I might have stayed up for like 2-3 days straight.
But at the end of that 2 or 3 days straight, the sense of accomplishment of what you accomplished or what you created gave you a, damn, that was dope.
Right, but that's still not the natural balance of getting rest.
Yeah, it ain't. But then the flip side of that conversation is, what about people that get too much rest?
Oh yeah,
That's doing too much of nothing,
Right.
and it's like, all right, cool. Where's your creative side? Where's your passion for anything? And like, it's always going to be a narrative behind anything that we do, because someone else is going to create that for us and say, you should be doing this and you should be doing less of that or more of this or more of that. And it's all about what you feel though is your balance and what makes you happy, because you can stay up 2-3 days straight if you're not hurting yourself and you're giving everything that you can give to what you're doing. Who does it matter to but you, right? Or on the flip side of you being up 2 or 3 days, if you created something that's going to be masterful for the enrichment of yourself and others, that's amazing. But then you can then fall back for a couple of days and see the beauty of your work. So I just think that a lot of times, we play so many layers of whatever on people, when it just be like, if you understand, then you can understand it. This ain't a negative. It can be a negative if we allow it to, but for the moment, or for what it's worth, this is what I need.
Yeah, I guess it's like with everything else, you gotta try to find some kind of balance, because even when you're doing it, it's different when it's only you. Like when it's only you and you stayed up those 2-3 days straight, cool. But when you have other people that want your time and that are reaching for you, they just don't understand it, and they could even know that you're being a creative or you got goals, you got plans. They still don't understand it because people get selfish in these times, and now they're gonna look at you like, you don't care about me. Like, you don't want to spend no time with me. Like, no, I might just be in the zone, or I might just got plans. I'm trying to reach a certain mark. I'm trying to stack up a certain amount of money, and they people only see what they see. They don't see your perspective, or they can't always see your visions. So it's the people around you that I think addiction bothers.
Yeah.
Because for the most part, even when we see people that's addicted to drugs, the person that's addicted to drugs, they not bothered.
Right.
It's the people around them that quote unquote care about them that's bothered.
Right.
And that's understandable, but you gotta understand their why. And you gotta and knowing a person's why makes it clear. It should make it clear, because that's that person's why. And what they always say, when a person has an addiction, they don't know their addiction until they don't know they're addicted, or they don't know that the problem lies until they are ready to see it.
Facts.
And who are we to tell them when they should see it? Allowing a person to see it themselves, it makes it better, because now they're ready to fix or correct whatever issue that they have.
All right, so to wrap this up, I want to ask y'all, do y'all both think that people are more addicted selfishly, or like for things? Like, are you more addicted to be the best, or are you addictive for the things that you trying to grab, like financial things?
I'm both. I have a very, very competitive side. And my competitive side lies within me. I'm not competitive against nobody else. I want to be the best at what I do every day. And if I'm self-motivated by having whatever goal I set, making sure I hit that. And if I don't, then the next day I'm gonna go at it harder. And that addiction, then not the addiction, but that drivenness is driving me to making sure that I'm hitting my goal. And I'm hitting it. And I'm hitting it not 10 years from now. No, 10 days from now. Like the movie Paid in Full, you know what I mean? Ace said to what's his name? Mitch.
Right.
He said, "Oh, we're gonna have matching Benz in 10 years," and Mitch said, "No, more like 10 days."
Right.
When you think on a grander scale and not just like with this long-term vision, you start to you start to really work hard at what you want because you know you gave yourself this deadline instead of just this far-fetched dream. And that's where my mental makeup comes in at.
What's your answer, Ish?
Yeah, I want to say it's both, but if I had to lean more towards one, it would be to just being the best me. Like, y'all know, like, I have this perfection thing with me. Like, I want to just be the best me possible in every facet of my life, and work is definitely one of them. So I think I lean more towards that than I do the financial makeup. Although that money is definitely important,
Like a motherfucker.
like a motherfucker, for sure.
Don't let nobody tell y'all the money ain't.
No, it's definitely
Y'all don't want to go to the Cheesecake Factory no more. So now we gotta make a little bit more money to take out a roof press and all that kind of
Facts.
shit. Y'all don't want to go to coffee dates now. Y'all want to go to Dubai for y'all first date. Like the money is necessary.
Too bad.
Hold up. While we on this thing of money,
up?
did you spend any money on that motherfucking bikini?
Yeah, I sure did. I sure did.
Shout out to Ish who lost that bet.
Yes, who lost that bet? I will be fulfilling that bet.
Y'all see the video coming real soon. You did?
Facts.
All right, people, I want to give y'all the answer to this. So, Ryan Coogler says when he directed Fruitvale Station, it was $1 million movie, and it was like a 20-day shoot. So he said for those 20 days, I didn't sleep. Now he says once I worked my way up to Black Panther, it's 100-day shoot. He said my wife said, take your ass to sleep. So he says, I am a workaholic, and this is something that, you have to work on constantly. But his wife is the one who helps him, scale back and make sure that he's resting. Because 100 days straight, you not gonna make it 100 days straight.
That's true.
Outrageous.
That's true, but I look at it from a grander scale. Like, look how amazing those movies came to be. Like, Fruitvale Station is going to be etched in our history as a truth-telling movie that is powerful. Black Panther is another one of those monumental occasions that will always be remembered, that will always be revered in our culture. And it took this man 20 days of non-rest to produce that for us. It took this man another 100 days to give us a franchise that we've never ever experienced and seen before. So yeah, to everybody else on the outside, like, yo, that's crazy. You should have got some rest. But look what it produced, and that's what the beauty in somebody's passion versus our thoughts of an addiction looks like. Yes, but we do need that balance on the back end of somebody saying, hey, I care enough about you that I care, and not I'm selfishly wanting you to be here because I need what I need. That's a difference.
Yeah.
That's a difference. If you care, say, yo, no, sit your ass down because I need you to be cool because I know what this could do to you health-wise, or I know that you need something to rejuvenate yourself, and you're looking at it from a standpoint like that, then granted. But if it's selfishly, I need you to do this because I need it for what I need it for, it's cool. We understand it. But how was that helping me?
Right. All right, so that is the topic of work addiction. I guess the last thing he said was, let me see if I can remember his words. So he was saying something about, it's a competition in between myself. So I'm always trying to be greater. So it's a thought process between trying to be great and making sure you're taking care of yourself physically. So it's a mind versus body kind of thing. So that's where the balance lies, in your mind and through your body. All right, we're going to move on, people. Now, what is this? Words hurt thing.
The power in words. I was thinking about this this evening. On my drive home, especially on Thursday nights, I'm crafting up, ideas and thoughts of what we want to talk about on the show. Just allowing my, creative side to come out. And far too often, as I look back on life, I see a lot of the things that we was taught as youngsters that we had our existence on. Really, if you sit back and dissect it, it really has put us in a real bad place.
Right.
Because we've been lied to and told different things that if you really understand it and dissect it, you like, yo, that shit ain't real. One thing in particular, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt me.
Yeah, that's definitely a lie.
Cat. We've been told that from existence.
Facts.
We nursery rhyming in school. Our parents tell us all the time, don't let that person tell you who you ain't. Them words ain't gonna hurt you. It's not true. Words are powerful. They hold power and they direct power. And that power comes from a number of different sources. For an example, how would those words impact you if it came from someone you loved?
Right.
It may be different from you if you've never heard, if you've never talked to this person before, seen this person, and they say, "You fat bitch, you ugly motherfucker." You might be like, "Okay, this person doesn't know me."
I mean, that's a slippery slope because that still hurts people who doesn't have the right self-esteem.
It does. But how would it feel to a person that does have self-esteem? Hearing it from your parent, hearing it from your significant other, hearing it from your brother or sister, or even one of your closest friends. We've been told those words shouldn't hurt us, but they do.
Facts.
And we got to be cognizant of the things that we say out of our mouths. And I have to hold myself accountable, and I have to also tap myself on the hand. You did? Because I'm a culprit of that. Allowing my words to hurt. Even with the sorries that may have come after that. Or me saying, I understand, I may have hurt your feelings, Ish. I apologize. I still put my hands on you.
Right.
Not in a literal sense, but I let my words damage you or hit you. And now, even though I apologized and you accepted my apology, you've been mentally scarred by that. It's a such thing as abuse, verbal abuse and mental abuse. And it hits hard the same way as physical abuse does, right? One alliteration I like to put out there is, it's like somebody punching you in the face. Even though the moment they hit you, they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it." And you realize they didn't mean it, or you're accepting their apology, you've still been hit. So every time that person goes to raise their hand, they could be raising their hand to wipe their mouth, blow their nose, or just pat their weave. You're going to flinch because you've been violated. And that's what words do. And I think we have to be very, very cognizant of those things, especially to the people we love. The things that we say out of our mouths, the things that we say through text,
Right.
the things that we say in passing, through letters, through whatever, holds value and weight. And it's not that nursery rhyme that we were taught. Sticks and stones may break our bones, but words will never hurt us. So I'm going to turn this now over
Facts, that was a
to
lie.
my panel mates and ask them what their thoughts on this is.
I want to ask Ish, Ish, is it the actual words or is it the person?
That's a good question.
I want to say that it is the person. Yeah, for me, it's the person. Like, I can remember being, a very young girl. My mom, she had no filter whatsoever. Like, she would just, she would tear me down to the white meat. So, at a young age, I learned that same brashness, like that same in your face, cussing and fussing. Like everybody know I got a dirty mouth. Like I got that honest, like at a young age. The older that I have gotten, the shit that I have said to people and how my words have affected them is why my style of communication now is so shaky. Like y'all notice sometimes like I stumble over my words, like I circle sometimes because I am trying to think through my thoughts first before I actually say them for the fear of saying something improper. And it sometimes it really affects me a lot, like, you know what I mean, and then the way that I like come across. But people don't understand the damage that it does to you, and that damage then you do to others.
Yeah, the projection.
The projection of it, like having it done to me, I know that it's easy for me to cuss a person out or to really dig in somebody's ass and be like, what? you dig what I'm saying? And don't expect you to even flinch twice, because what I'm saying in my mind is right. Like, I'm talking to you dirty and grimy because you deserve to be like, and that's not the right way to think. Like, you know what I mean? So I had to like kind of retrain myself to realize that just because I'm angry or just because I'm feeling triggered or I'm feeling a type of way, that doesn't call for me to then spew out that hurt, because that never goes away. What you say lands on somebody's heart. And like Nell said, they might forgive you, but trust, they're not forgetting it, because that shit replays in their mind over and over and over again. And it strips people away of certain things.
All right, I want to say, I think that words hurt more for me as I get older. Like when I was younger, I really didn't give a fuck about no words. You know, we could call each other bitches and all kinds of shit, and I would never give a fuck. But as you get older, I guess because of the people that it's coming from, that's what makes it hurt more. So now it's like, damn, that's how you really feel. So it's like a shocking or an awakening to how somebody really feels about you. Because I think all of that, I was just trying to say some shit to hurt your feelings, or I didn't really mean, I don't believe that. I think that's cap. I think that anything that you say in malice, it comes from somewhere. So I think that hits you a little bit different. So I do think that words do hurt, and that's why I try to watch what the shit that I say, because I know I can say some shit. So I be mindful of the words that I say to people, because I know how it's going to land on them, and I know those effects that it's going to have. So yeah, I'm mindful of the shit that I say. Like I say all the time, people always be like, "Yo, your sense of discipline or your sense of calmness is like different or next level," and that's because I can get like. My mind is like, you say something crazy to me, my mind is going to go to some Dexter shit. Like I'm gonna start thinking about ways that I could have done killed you, chopped you up, made you disappear, all kinds and I'll be like, and my mind is going to calculate the logic of it. Is the shit worth it? Was it that deep? My mind is going to start putting all these equations together, and then I'm gonna be like, yeah, really, I don't really. It's not that serious. It's not worth me going through all of that because you want some bullshit. So my discipline comes from knowing where I'ma go.
It's amazing that we talking about this, because I actually see the error in my ways, right? Because I used to be such someone who can, it just rolls off my skin. Like I was like, I even like hear the words people used to say, you was a teddy bear at one point, like you was, And now it's like I've turned into the Incredible Hulk. And the reason why is because I used to allow it to roll off my back, but I absorbed it and I kept it, and it hurt. Like, damn, a person that I'm dealing with or I'm fucking with, like, going crazy, and I just let it roll off my back and just like, you know what, it'll pass. But now I've gotten to the point where if I don't release it, it's going to bottle up and it's going to only take me to a place of there's no coming back from. So I have to release it, and my release is going back and forth sometimes. Because I'm letting again, as I talk about on the show all the time, this is therapeutic. Talking for me is release. So yeah, I can, like I said before, we can argue all day long, but we come to a resolution and it's cool. Or we can argue, and as long as it don't get out of control, it's cool. Because for me, it's like getting it out, I released all that energy. And now I can sit back and I'm like, damn, kind of was wrong, I went too far, or whatever. Because the release for me is, damn, I'm really thinking about killing.
That's what I'm saying.
Like it bottles up to that point where if I don't release it, I'm jumping in the car trying to find you. And I've done it on occasions, and after I got to the location or whatever, I'm like, damn, I really came up here to fucking kill somebody I say I love, or I came up here to fight somebody who whatever, or damn, I could have got up here, they could have blew my fucking brains out or killed me, all because I allowed myself to take it there. When I get it out, but then again, the power in words. Now with me going back and forth, I'm saying shit that I don't really mean, or shit got out of hand. One thing I am is very calculated.
I want to stay right there for a second though. Do y'all feel like more or less you say some shit that you didn't mean, or when you say some shit, I said that shit?
Yeah. Because and I was going to state it right. I was going to go right there. I'm calculated in the shit I say. I'm calculated to the point where I know what I'm saying. And I'm not just saying it to hurt your feelings or try to one up you in the argument. I'm just telling you how I feel.
Right.
I'm not trying to demean you. I'm not trying to just throw shit there because, I'm just trying to be demonstrous. I'm saying what I'm saying. And that's what the conversation is. That's why the friction is there, because you don't like what I'm saying because it has some truth to it.
Right.
Now, you coming back with some bullshit is only going to infuriate because you know I'm not no fucking idiot. I know what I know. So that's where it gets for me. But then again, as I sit here, I understand the power in words, and them shits, no matter what, it has power to it and legitimacy to the point where it could really fracture relationships.
I want to ask both of y'all: have y'all ever come across a person who didn't realize their words? Like they were oblivious to the shit that they say to you. Like they said some crazy shit to you, and they don't even acknowledge that they said some crazy shit.
I honestly don't think that I honestly don't allow that. I honestly don't think. Let me get myself together. I honestly don't think that they don't know what they're doing. I know they know what they're doing. They just don't give a fuck. Because they're trying to make their point and they don't care how they make it. That's what it is. Because you ain't oblivious to what you're saying out your mouth. You might be oblivious to what your reaction to certain things are, how you might move with it, because you're just in the moment. But you know what's coming out your mouth. Especially if it's continuous. If it's continuous, that punch ain't a punch.
Like you know how there's some people that you just be like, no, you know they got a mouth. so they are cognizant of what they saying, but this is, you just know they got a fucking mouth on them.
Yeah, they got a mouth.
Right.
But do that make it okay?
No, it's definitely not okay.
Not at all.
What's your answer, Ish? Do you feel like people like they know what they saying, or have you come across somebody who didn't know? You know.
I think definitely people know what they're saying. I think it holds truth, as you stated too. But I have come in contact with, a person who actually gets so angry to the point of blacking out almost. Like where they don't recall exactly what they've said. Knowing that they've been in a space and stating in context exactly the words that they mean to say, but being to the point of oblivion that they don't remember what they said. That's a whole different level of anger.
Right.
And that's a whole different level, because then they can say, the person can repeat it back and they can say, I ain't say no shit like that. Yes, the fuck you did. You sure did. So I've seen it in both, both ways. I think most people definitely know what they're saying for sure, but some people do. But
People do. Let's get into that. What's the story, Ish? What's the story?
okay, so I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and I was telling the guys how, she came to me. She's talking to this guy, and there is a mutual friend. The mutual friend is actually better friends with her. Let's just call him significant other for lack of better words. He's more of a friend to her significant other than he is to her. However, he approached her with some information about her significant other that was, let's just say, super important information. Okay? She didn't know how to receive it. She also didn't know if she should tell her significant other that this friend approached her with this said information. So my question to the guys was, when is a good time to disclose some information? Is it based on who's bringing you the information? I mean, who you're taking the information to, who that person is, or does you just not say anything at all and mind your fucking business?
I think number one is the context of the information. And I think number two is something that we didn't talk about earlier. How long you been sitting on this fucking information, dog? That's what the fuck I want to know. How long did you know this shit?
Right.
So, we come from a mind your business background, so we're always going to stand on mind your business. But it depends on who the person is to me, what my relationship is to them, and the context of that information. But more or less, I'm most likely mind my business. Even if I feel like it's something, I would tell you to talk to that. Yo, you need to talk to him. Even if I don't give you what it's about, I'm going to tell you, yo, you need to talk to him. Because there's something there. So then y'all can figure that shit out on your own. Because I don't like people being in my business and coming and telling me shit. It just don't sit right. Like, why you that vested? Mm-hmm. Or you don't know if I know this already. Or you don't know the context of our situation for you to even, you're not even certified to come over here and tell me this shit. Who are you? Mm-hmm. But this may be a dirty macking situation where sometimes niggas just be hating on niggas. And that's just what it flat out is. Sometimes niggas just be hating on niggas and they'll say or do anything to sway the girl or try to get the girl. So now we don't even know if you're lying, if you're telling the truth. We don't know, because I don't know what your motive is. Is your motive genuine? And that's hard to tell with people. So I would just say mind your business, or tell that person that they need to talk to whoever this shit is about. But don't come to me telling me something about mine, or not even none of my homies. Like, I can't stand there and let you talk about one of my homies. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Right.
That's just not how we move.
Right.
But go ahead now.
I'm the same. Like I will stop somebody in a second. Yo, if you can't, don't do that. You ain't talking about my homies. You had that conversation with them. Like if you can't do that shit in front of all of us, then you ain't got to do that in front of me. I'm not allowing you to disrespect nobody in front of me.
Thanks. Well, stay right there before you move forward. And I didn't mean to cut you off, but T said the same thing, and you just exactly said the same thing too. Go talk to that person because it's something there that y'all need to discuss. Like, do you feel like that's a dry snitch, in a sense?
No, because I didn't give you no information. No, because I didn't say it. Like it's a dry snitch if I be like,
It depends on the situation for me. Like, it depends on who the other person is on the other side of that situation. Like if I know something from somebody who has no relevancy, then I'm like, yo, this is what's told to me. We checking that shit out. If it's somebody who I just don't like, I'm on my business. Like, I'm heavy on minding my motherfucking business. I really am.
Right.
Because you never know what that you become the middleman real quick in a lot of situations, and now you the culprit. You ain't had nothing to do with it. You might have been bringing some information or just plugging somebody in on something. Sometimes that shit is worse than anything, because people don't like to hear the truth. People don't like to be exposed, and that's cool. But I'm on my business. If it ain't somebody who, like the relationship ain't been there for years, or if I invested in that person, I'm just minding my business.
Well, what if it is somebody that you guys like have known for a long period of time, and like the relationship is there, and it is something fairly important? How do you decipher?
Eesh, I've been through this shit millions of times with all my fucking brothers. So I'll just say it like this: like, I can have information about some shit with any of my brothers, and I'ma mind my business. Like, just because now I'm arguing with my brother about some shit that ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't did this shit. If you cool with this shit, or you know about this shit, or you don't know about this shit, this is your shit to figure it out. I'm not even wasting my time. There's been times when me and my brother, had fallouts or whatever because I told him about some shit. And you have to learn from these experiences. Like, if that's what the fuck he want to do, let him do what he want to do.
Right.
For sure.
So does it come a point in time where maybe that friend or that brother finds out this information at a later time, and then be like, and then they found out that you knew, and then they're mad at you on the flip side or the reverse side of it? Like, well, you knew and you should have told me, because then that could have saved me a couple steps, da 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 da.
No, you could never be mad at me because I knew. Because that's your business. And when I tried to come and tell you before, you know what you told me? My business. So now I'm minding my business.
Yeah.
So why do you guys think that?
I'm gonna use logic too.
That's what I was.
I'm not going through it with, because, like, first of all, you heard something, then you want to run and tell because off of emotions. But for the most part, I'm gonna use logic. I'm gonna say, why this person telling me this shit? Like, what's the motive? What they trying to get?
Right.
What they trying to do? What angle? And I'm taking all that into consideration, right? And I just want to know, like, what's their angle? Are they trying to put me in some shit that, whatever? And instead of rolling with emotion, I'm gonna roll with the facts and the logic of the situation. Like she said, could it be a dirty smack situation where, like, you trying to have me set something up to where I'm getting this nigga out the picture so it can be whatever the case may be, or I'm doing this, I'm doing all this backdoor shit just to move him out the way so I can come up and present myself as the nice fella or something like that. That's where the weird shit coming at. That's why I said sometimes you just mind your business and sit back and let it play out. I mean, now you're like, oh, all right.
I got a question. So, Ish, you being a female and you having female friends or seeing how females move, when somebody come and tell y'all some shit, what you say?
What you mean?
What is your reaction? Do you ask the person, do you know if this is true? Like, you just take their word and run with it like
Word being
absolute
taken.
fucking 100% true?
And stop lying in that comment section, because y'all damn sure is running right with the motherfucking bullshit and going right to the person. Y'all not asking all these tough questions. Well, is it true? How you know? Let me do my own investigation. No, y'all sitting there. Oh shit, really? Damn, T cheated on this girl. Let me go run and tell this girl.
Yeah.
That was his sister that he was with in a Walmart or the Target.
Yeah, I think it is just human nature to like gravitate towards the
The lie.
yeah, learning
fabrication.
the learning of something, like, you know, the gathering of information. I've actually been in both situations where I was told something by someone to be the carrier of going and taking the information back, knowing that it's true. And then, you know, I've also been the person that where a fake story was laid just so that it would carry. So, like, from a female standpoint, you know, I feel like we don't ask those questions in reciprocation, honestly. I mean, not everybody. I can't speak for everybody. But I don't think that in that point in time, you're thinking of context. Like, you're not thinking, you're thinking, okay, you just told me this bit of information.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I wanna stay right there at that point of somebody telling you some information. You gotta be a certain something for you to have a conversation with me like that. Like you,
Oh, yeah.
you just can't be a random person or a person that partially knows me or whatever it may be. You have to be like in my circle to have certain conversations with me.
Yeah, definitely.
And I feel like women be like, they let any Joe Schmo off the street be like, come tell them something that they believe it. It's Bible.
Or people they call friends and they know them for 2 weeks as they Facebook friends, or they see each other in the quote in the comment section, so then they become besties and let somebody else tell them some shit. Like, what? How do you even like what's the angle again? Like, what is the purpose of it? Like, what is it?
Well, I know for me too, we talk about this a lot, to benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm one of those people.
Oh, hold on, Isha. I'm trying to ask you. So when somebody came to you and told you something, who was this person to you?
They were a close acquaintance. I'm not gonna say a friend because he wasn't my friend.
All right. So when this person came and told you something, what did you say to him? What questions? That's what I'm asking. What is the response?
So yeah, my response was, okay, I knew it was true.
All right.
I knew straight from the gate that it was true.
So he confirmed something that you already knew already.
No. He confessed something that he wanted me to be the carrier of. So, for context.
So he used you as the
Yes.
He used you as a mule.
Yes. He used me as a mule. So I knew automatically that when he gave me that information, that it was true. And then.
Did you know he was using you as a mule?
Yes. It didn't click like in the first. It didn't click in the first 2-3 minutes, but when he finished, I knew exactly what he did, and then it took the burden off of him, and it left me in the quandary, because then it was, do you mind your business?
But see how you said it left you in the quandary? That's why I said you can't come and talk to me like that.
Right. Because it left me in a quandary. Like, somebody that I loved and I cared about, I knew this bit of information. And this would definitely, the information that I found out, this would definitely have been one of those situations where, bitch, you knew and you didn't tell me. That would have finished that friendship.
I'm never being mad at my friends for not telling me something. I'm not. Because I understand it. Because everybody has different judgments. But I don't know your reasoning for not telling me. Maybe you didn't get around to it. Maybe you didn't think it was that important. Maybe you wanted to mind your business. I'm not going to get mad at you for not telling me. I might have a conversation with you about it. I'm not going to be mad at you.
Right.
That's the stuff that's slow.
Yeah.
It's like, damn. I get it.
It just.
I get it. I see it. I understand it. It's different. You know what I mean? Because it's like the information that you're withholding is probably detrimental to the person that you cool with.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. As you saying, that's a slippery slope, right? You hurt. You just basically hurt me.
Yeah, you hurt me.
So as my friend, I would want you not to hurt me.
Right, but wouldn't it hurt more for you? Like, so just using that, what I just told y'all. If I did not disclose that to her, she would be like walking around as if shit was sweet. And further looking.
Right, Ish, but why is she walking around like shit is sweet?
You know what? This actually teeters on that topic that we talked about last week. Are you the type of friend that sit back and watch type or the diffuser?
Yeah.
Media type. Like, I think without providing the information, you sitting back and watching what happened type. Instead of the mediator, diffuser type. Because this shit is a little different than just some casual.
That's what I'm saying. So
action.
I'm trying to ask both of y'all: are you mad at the friend for choosing not to hurt you, or you want the friend to tell you?
It depends. Now I'm starting to say it depends because if you can tell me something that's going to save me from some major shit, then save me.
Right. Context is always important.
Context is key.
Context is always important.
If you telling me some gossip shit, don't want to hear it. I don't give a fuck about it. But if you telling me some shit that's going to save my motherfucking life or protect me from hurting my life, let me know. Because now I'm like, damn, was you one of my friend? And you had this information hugged up in you had this information in your pocket.
Right.
And you ain't even let me know.
So like we were saying earlier, what if this is some information that you know, but you don't want everybody else to know? Now you know your friend know, and now you know how your friends is. Now they telling you all your friends.
Nah, that's something like I'm never telling nobody else. I ain't telling nobody else, but we got friends like that. That's why you're saying that.
Yeah,
we got people that pillow talk to their girls and also to other friends.
Right.
But I'm probably telling my friend, but I'm bringing that motherfucker that told me with me. You tell him, yo, what's up? He got something or she got something to tell you.
Yeah.
Hear from the horse's mouth because you telling them ain't gonna have the same impact. Cause you're now gonna be asked, well, how long did you know?
Right. That's why I said.
Why you ain't tell me earlier? That's now you taking that person to them to let them know that takes you out the whole conversation because now it looked like, yo, you was poor this information. Now you brought that shit to me with the horse.
All right.
Here's
Here's the scenario for y'all. No. It's not your baby.
Yeah.
Your friend knows.
Yeah.
You want your friend to tell you it's not your baby?
I don't give a fuck about that. Like that shit don't hurt me. Like if my friend know that ain't my baby, it's not my friend to tell me that ain't my baby. It's her to tell me that's not my baby. Cause you know what? My friend that's not who I laid down with. That's not who told me that was my baby. Is the girl who said it was mine. My friend knowing that it's not my baby, I'm like, all right, all right, cool. I don't get mad, I don't get mad at shit I can't control.
Facts.
Like, if that person didn't tell me, but I found out, I'm not like, yo, nigga, why the fuck you ain't tell me? I spent 18 years.
Facts. All right, Ish. Your friend knows that your guy is cheating on you. Do you want her to tell you? Or do you want her to mind her business?
I want her to tell me. That was
Here we go with Ish. I want to know everything. I want to know all. I'm all knowing. Go ahead, Ish.
I do get it, and I do be wanting to know every fucking thing. But that was the context of like he was actually engaged and about to marry somebody else, and she thought that they were in a relationship together with one another. Like I get possibly not wanting to know. I get even possibly me divulging the information hurting, right? Or it hurting receiving the information, but it's going to hurt.
Can I ask a
in
question?
the long run, worse.
Can I ask a question? How is it possible for somebody to be engaged and you, that's on the outside, think that you're in a full-blown relationship with them?
Listen, When I tell
This is
you,
all I want to know, though. I want to
when
know,
I tell
like,
you,
timing wise, just based on timing wise, no. How do you think that this is possible? Go ahead, Isha. I want to hear this answer.
I don't know if he was cloned or what have you, but there was nothing. It was nothing on the part of my friend where you would have thought any different that he was with her.
Right.
Time was spent majority together all the time, damn near living like nothing would have made you think any different. So on the other end, I can't say how much the other person was getting.
So your friend that was the side chick, he was spending a lot of time with her, like spending the night with her, damn near living with her, and he was engaged to somebody else. Who's this bitch that he was engaged to?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know the context of on that side. Like, maybe she worked a lot. Maybe she traveled a lot. Maybe, we can only have assumed, what was happening on that side. You know what I mean?
All right, I love this story though. So Nell, if you're the guy and your girl is the one who has somebody else that's like her weekend boyfriend, do you want your nigga to come tell you that?
No,
Yeah, you don't want your nigga to come tell you that.
no. Like, how the fuck you know?
See, I be wanting to know because
We know, Ish, we know.
if I want to indulge in that, then let me hopefully indulge in that. Like,
Right, but why can't that be something that you find out on your own and then you discuss it with the guy yourself? Why I gotta? I don't like this third party
Yeah,
shit.
that involving other niggas,
Right.
other
I
people and
don't
shit.
like that
just-
third party
it's, like,
shit.
weird to me.
yeah.
Because now you got other people in your fucking
Right.
business. They telling your business to somebody else. It's just weird to me. It just, like, just tell me yourself. Like, tell that nigga, tell that girl, bro.
Right.
I need to refer this to TLC.
You told her?
Yeah, I told her after, like, listen, I had to consult with 3 other people
What she said to you
before
when you
I
told her?
did. Like, she was upset. Like, not upset at me. She was
She was
just
hurt.
upset. She was hurt. But I think after the dust settled, like, she was glad that I told her because, again, in this instance, she would have been still continuously operating her life around someone who is having a whole nother life and planning a wedding with another person. So absolutely context does matter.
I'm sorry that I gotta say this, but I think that this is a man-woman thing. Cause I feel like women, it don't fucking matter who it is. It could be a homeless nigga on the corner. If a homeless nigga get them some information that they want, they gonna take that shit, eat it, and run to the fucking marathon with it. They don't give a fuck. Like, for a guy, I need to check your information out.
Yeah.
You're not just gonna come tell me something and I just believe it. Y'all just be believing whatever. And in this instance, it was right. It might have worked out for her. But in more times than not, that should be a lie.
I seen
some
somebody.
fraud shit.
I know somebody personally who jumped out the window with a story, with a whole story, conjured up a story, and yeah, it was crazy. I'm like, why are you doing that? And what happened is, you start to have people turn against you. That person that's the motherfucking orchestrator is the one who gets people to actually like, damn, you did all that for nothing. Like, you conjured up the story. Then what you gonna do about like me? How you gonna add me into the what you gonna say about me? Like, how I know you're not talking about me to other people? Like, people gotta be cognizant and careful with that shit. Like, you gotta stop with the storytelling shit. Like, stop. Like, cause that shit is a slippery slope that will have you losing your balance and bumping your fucking head.
Why do you think people story tell?
Because they had no life. They have nothing else going on, so they need to do something.
Not
to
only
their existence.
not only because they have no life, but because they don't know how to move. So they'll try to find anything to like be a spin master.
Or they want to stay relevant. That's what it is. It's relevancy. You gotta have something to say to be relevant.
Right.
Right.
Fuck is what? You gossiping? For what? Who you hurt? You gonna get yourself hurt. The right person to come over and knock your head right off your shoulders because you always got somebody name in their mouth, or you got business coming out your mouth, or you gotta be messy for whatever reason. Like that shit really be crazy. Cause the people that you telling these stories to, they sitting back like, yo, I can't tell her nothing because she's a snitch. Or he's a snitch. I ain't got time for him. I don't want nobody telling me nobody's business. I don't. If you like, I'm the friend. Like, if I hear somebody talking about you, I'm jumping right in. Yo, who the fuck? Yo, they not here to hear that. Don't. Yo, that not in front of me. I'll check you in a quick minute. Yo, they don't do that. I'm them when they not here.
Right.
No, I be feeling like if somebody come to you to talk about somebody else, how do you view me?
Yeah.
like how do you view me that you think you could come and talk to me about somebody else, and why are you talking to me about somebody else? That shows me that you don't have a lot even to value or offer, that you're talking about somebody. If it's me and you talking, let's talk about us.
Don't tell me about nobody else. Don't tell me about nobody else.
Yeah.
I wanna hear about it.
Do you not think that people don't be talking shit?
Oh, people definitely talking shit all the time, but
You stop it. I send y'all little text threads.
it gotta be
all day long.
It gotta be to a certain limit.
all day long.
Right.
Man, them motherfuckers hard. I know motherfuckers.
That gotta be to a certain limit though. Like, don't
You know
just
what I'm
be
gonna say? I don't give a fuck.
facts.
Straight up.
My
Facts.
text threads don't never say nothing bad about you. Trust.
I can't. Not the text.
Because you know me, I'll pull out receipts.
Yeah.
All right, Ish. So you snitched.
Yeah, I snitched.
She's a snitch, y'all.
Yep. I am.
And happy, proud of it.
Look, what, and who gonna check? What?
Who gonna
Ain't
check
nobody
me,
gonna say shit to me? Because everybody just gonna do what Nell just said, talk shit behind your back. They ain't never gonna say it to your face.
Who gonna check me, bro?
Who gonna check me, bitch?
But you know what? In a sense like that, I think Dog was cool that came out. He was relieved. He couldn't do it himself.
No, he couldn't.
He couldn't do it himself.
Like, that shit is exhausting.
Because the hurt that would have been there, the
Yeah.
trepidation, just all the unnecessary. He needed you to be the carrier of that because he was still allowed to save face in a sense.
Man, listen, from a person who's been snitched on a lot,
Yeah.
nah, I hate it, and I feel like it's downright disgusting. I feel like it's definitely dirty macking involved. I feel like it's definitely hidden intentions and motives. I feel like it's definitely some kind of hatred involved, cause it's none of your business.
You know who I actually be like looking at sideways
So,
is the person that's sitting there listening to this shit.
right.
Like, how you listen to somebody else talk about somebody else?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, how that's paid? Like, how is that played? Like, how are you sitting there allowing somebody to tear somebody else's name up? Like, if somebody talking about, I'm like, yo, I don't hear that shit. Tell them.
Well, I think too, like, a lot of times people don't have people to talk to.
Man, they better get one of these.
Yeah, a bear. But no, I do
Peter.
feel like that a
Shout out
lot.
to Peter.
I feel
Shout out
like
to Peter, y'all.
because people come to me with a lot of shit, and I feel like sometimes people don't have outlets. Like, I feel like people only try to find someone that can just listen.
I want to say right there, Ish. That's cool if you don't have an outlet, and that's cool if you want to vent. You can even tell me the scenario. Don't tell me the person.
Right.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's why I was saying it's
I know
cool
what
to have
you
an
mean,
outlet.
though.
It's cool to have a vent partner too. But when it starts to become about individual people,
Then that's when it become problematic.
like, come on.
I would agree there.
Patty, shut the fuck up. Like, who asked you? Like, come on.
Listen.
Wait, Ish, it's that time.
Yes. It is now time for the erotic zone, y'all. So, listen, we are bringing 2023 to an end, and we've talked about all kind of shit on the erotic zone this year.
Oh no, no, she's setting this shit up. Go ahead.
I mean, we've talked about massages, we've talked about different positions. We talked about, raising your libido. What are the good things to eat? Exercising, sucking dick better, eating pussy better. Fingers in the ass. We talked about a lot of different things. So as we bring 2023, we even talked about porn, right?
Solid.
And this is what tonight's erotic zone is going to be based around.
Is this Zach and Mary make a porno? Oh shit!
But we know that during our porn segment before, we talked about the good and the bad of porn. Some like it, some don't. The effects of it, the good and the bad, pros and cons. But tonight we're going to do something fun with porn. Pornhub came out with its 2023 United States top relative searches. Okay, so I thought this would be fun.
A person who loves porn, that sounds like way too much porn. Go ahead.
Facts. So basically what Pornhub does every year, they will tally up what each state searches the most. Okay, so we gonna run through the states. I have a printout of the maps for the guys, and you, the members and the viewers, will see it posted up on the screen. All right, so we just want to go, and then so as we're going through them, right, we're gonna say, yeah, I like it, I don't like it, I wouldn't never search that shit, or that type of thing. And also, when you get to your state, please say in the chat what you think about your state's top porn searches. So
let's go, people. Let's go. Shout out to Pornhub.
All right, so where we gonna start? We gonna start on the West Coast from the top.
All right, that's cool.
Washington. Top search is sensual sex.
I'm rocking
because that's that's my thing. Sensual sex.
Wait a minute.
What?
Is this what we searching on porn or just our life? Because I'm not searching sensual sex on porn.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm serious.
Don't be mad.
I'm serious.
Searching sensual
I'm
sex
serious.
every now and again.
No, I'm definitely not searching up no sensual sex on porn. I need clarification, Ish. Are we saying that is this real? Are we looking at this the shit that we want to look up on porn?
No. This is what Pornhub states, that people in Washington search the most.
They search sensual sex. That's what I mean. So is our answer predicated on, do we search sensual sex?
No. Would you like to search it, or would that be something you would search?
I'm taking my answer back. No, I'm not searching the sensual sex on porn. Sorry. What's your answer, Nell?
No.
Yeah, no. Fuck that.
Yeah, hello, sensual sex.
No, you don't look at porn for sensual sex. I could watch a movie for that.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Oregon, nudist. I'm not.
No.
No.
No, not on no Pornhub. Well, I don't want to see no nudist. I want to see some fucking. Go ahead.
Right. California, Asian stepmom.
I'm rocking.
Nell said, hell no.
No, you like the old heads. What you mean? You don't like it?
Damn Asian.
No.
Little as shit, skinny.
No.
Yeah, they are small.
They are small, but stepmom porn is fire.
Might be, but I don't want it.
Go ahead, Ish.
Oh my God. You said you don't want it. All right, I'm going to just,
You could bounce around. Just do your thing.
I'm going to hop down to Alaska. Sex doll.
No, I don't want to see nobody fucking a doll.
No sex dolls.
I hate it when Dave was fucking a doll. I mean, when Lil Dicky was fucking a doll on Dave.
Yeah, that shit is weird, right?
That's some white people shit.
In Alaska, I feel like that's because it's just, I don't know. That seems about right for Alaska.
Yeah, because that's out there.
Out there in boondocks world. Hawaii is Hawaiian. This is the most,
I don't know what that is.
like, Hawaiian girls.
Oh, I'm rocking.
Like Hawaiian porn.
I'm rocking.
Like,
I'm rocking. What's your answer now?
no.
No, you're not rocking with the Hawaiian chicks either? No,
it's straight.
That's what I was about to say.
Black.
I'm about to say, look,
No, it's not
East. This is my nigga. It's gonna hurt me to say, but I'm about to put vanilla on there.
No. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm gonna hop up to Arizona. Car sex.
I'm rocking.
I like car sex.
I'm
Yeah,
rocking.
car sex.
What's
would
up,
be
Nell?
hot. All right, Nevada, Vegas.
What's that mean?
Casino sex.
Like probably like casino sex or strip
Strippers.
malls, prostitute.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna hop up to Idaho, dildo ride. Yeah,
I'm not searching it, but I wouldn't want. I would watch it.
That's what I was about to say. That's exactly what I was about to say. And I want to say this, not the actual dildo ride, but that machine fucking job.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that
Machine
machine fucking joint is crazy.
Which one? The one.
Like
Joint
it's
that be like this.
It looks like a pole like
Right.
this, and
Yeah.
the dildo is right there. And
Yeah,
it just
that's
wants
crazy.
to But the crazy part is sometimes I be like, bitch, you is going to dislocate everything inside your vagina because she got it at the top speed,
Right.
and that joint look like it is going bananas.
Right.
Craziness. All right, Montana. Does that say Montana at the top?
Yeah.
BDSM.
No.
No.
No, BDSM is not something that I would watch on
Walking no
porn.
dogs.
I would do it though. But what's your answer?
Okay.
Yeah.
I yes for me. All right, Wyoming goth.
No.
Nope.
What's that? The black shit?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
It's like
I
dark.
don't need the black nails and all that shit. I don't
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead.
Utah Mormon. Hell to the no.
No.
Although I will tell you
I'll
that
say.
some shit has popped up just on like when you're clicking on to say like I don't know, but I don't watch Pornhub, but like on the front pages, some shit, this Mormon shit. A lot of people like that.
Yeah, I'm cool.
A lot of people like
I wouldn't search it, but if it popped up and she was like bad under her little Mormon outfit, I would watch.
You would watch it.
Like,
Okay. New Mexico, Native American.
What do that mean?
So Indian.
Indian
Shit.
little Pocahontases.
Yeah, I'm rocking. Yeah, I'm rocking.
Colorado, Femdom.
No.
What's that?
Femdom. So I said femdom. It's like feminine dominance.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's like
Calm your ass down,
Yeah.
sis.
okay. All right, North Dakota. This is wild.
Why is that wild?
Search loud wet sex.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Why is that wild?
I mean, not that it wouldn't be great to watch, but why would you search
Some
that?
people like to hear that shit.
Yeah.
People get off on the sound.
Just to
Yeah, when I watch porn, you said you love the audio. Each cut it the fuck out.
No, but loud wet sex.
Right. She loud and she wet as shit. Right. The fuck?
I mean, I'd like to hear it, maybe even like to see it, but to
Yeah, but
search it is
I'm not searching it. I'm not even giving a fuck about it.
right.
I'm searching that.
Shower
You're searching
sex.
it. Shower sex for South Dakota.
Can Nell just cut his country in half?
No, nigga.
If it ain't Ebony Grannies, I don't give a fuck. Straight up, I'll be honest though.
It's screaming
This
vanilla.
right, this map
Ebony
don't
Grannies.
apply.
It's screaming vanilla. Each.
Not
Don't
Ebony
apply.
Grannies.
Ebony Grannies, that's what
I
I'm.
can't. Nebraska is South Dakota shower sex.
Shower sex.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Sometimes some chicks be getting smashed in the shower.
Yeah.
Shower sex is
Rocking.
cool. Nebraska rub.
What that mean?
So that means jerking off and
No, thank you. I
masturbating.
don't want to see a nigga jerking off. No, thank
Right.
you.
Well, I mean for women.
Make sure y'all put
Like,
y'all
women
answers in the
will
chat.
Search rub.
Make sure y'all put y'all answers in the chat. Don't be shy and don't be on no BS.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
we ain't gonna look at you no kind of way. Just put your answers in the goddamn chat. People.
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes. All right. We said Nebraska rub. Kansas
Kansas.
close up.
I'm good with that. I want to see the pussy close up.
Yeah. Close ups is cool.
Yeah.
Close ups.
POV. They call that POV. I'm rocking.
Okay. Oklahoma. I'm assuming that says sex dildo.
What do that mean?
So that's the one we talking
The
about.
machine?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, I'm rocking.
Texas is creamy.
I love cream pie bitches. I'm sorry. I love cream pie bitches. What's up, Nell? What's yours?
That is their top search. Texas. Y'all wild. Y'all wild over in Texas.
Shh, man, Texas got some things.
Wait, okay. Louisiana. That's what I'm talking about.
Why would I?
So
be
that
so-
must mean the majority of the women watch porn in Louisiana because their search is big black dick.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to search a big black dick.
Arkansas is ass to mouth.
What do that mean?
Ass to
Ass to
mouth.
mouth. Eating ass.
Ass, eating the
Or
shit.
well, it's ass to mouth.
Yeah, eating
What is
shit.
it? Blowing? Ew.
Eating shit in their mouth. It's coming out your ass to your mouth. Fuck you.
I think
No,
Nell
I'm
making up
good.
some-
Yes, what I'm saying.
Arkansas.
Nell
That's it,
Nell went off the rails. Nell went off the rails.
Nell said
Let's
this.
Google it. Let's Google ass
All
to
right,
mouth
ass to
porn.
mouth.
Go
All
ahead.
right.
I need to
Missouri
see this ass to mouth.
is transformation.
No, because that sounds like trannies.
Yeah, that sounds like yeah. Iowa is cartoon porn.
No, thank you. I don't want to see
I'm
Daffy
good
Duck
on the
fucking.
cartoon porn.
Yeah, I don't want to see Daffy Duck fucking. I'm cool.
Well, I think it's more like the hentai.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? The anime
Animation,
style
yeah,
cartoon.
no.
All right,
I
so
hate
the
anime in
definition of ass to mouth is a slang term associated with the porn industry describing anal sex immediately followed by oral sex. So anal sex on up to the coochie, ass to coochie, or ass to dick. So
Ass to
you go from starting off at the anal cavity.
So somebody ate somebody's ass and then, or somebody fucked somebody in the ass and then what?
The dick. Ate the
So anal sex
All right.
immediately followed by oral. So you hitting it,
then
and then she
licking
put it
it.
in her mouth.
Right.
Cause they got the girl right here, showing her getting.
I'm trying to think if I ever did that though.
And then putting it in her mouth.
I don't think I ever did that.
Okay.
Ew, she eating her ass.
Yeah, that's nasty.
No, I'm not looking that up. Go ahead, Ish.
Wait. All right, we were transformation cartoon porn. All right, Minnesota is tickling. That's stupid.
No, thank you.
Stupid. Tickling. Okay, Wisconsin is swingers. Illinois is ass eating.
Yeah, I'm rocking with swingers. Hold on, Ish, you didn't
we
answer
got-
swingers.
Oh, swingers. Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with swingers. Ass eating.
Illinois.
Yeah.
No, I'm cool.
You cool on that? Not even
Yeah,
two
I'm
girls
good.
eating ass.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't need to look at that on porn. Like,
Yeah, like what you get off of that?
I know. Mississippi is furry.
the Furby Jones.
I can't.
I'm rocking with the Furbies.
I can't.
Ish, you ain't rocking with the Furbies?
No, but
Put on a big chicken costume.
no, I'm not rocking with the
Rocking
Furbies.
with the
What the
Furbies,
hell?
man. Let's get it.
No, but I mean the costumes and stuff are cool. Like I get it.
Let's get it.
Michigan is bondage.
No.
Am I looking it up on porn? No.
Chubby is Indiana.
Yes.
No, thank you.
Yes.
I'm not searching that, but Kentucky is bouncing boobs.
Yeah, I like that. I like titties.
What is Tennessee giantess? Giantees? What is that?
Let's look that
Bring
up.
on the
Can
bouncing
you look
boobs,
it up,
Kentucky.
please?
Giant T's gotta be some fat bitches, super fat bitches. Sumo bitches. It's sumo. It's
can't.
sumo.
Not
It's
the
sumo people
sumo.
fucking. Look that up now.
I am.
If y'all,
Alabama. What's Alabama? Fucking myself. What is that?
That's I don't know. It's so blurry.
Fingering myself.
Finger. I think it looks like it might be fingering myself.
Giantees are gigantic women
Told y'all.
You said soup.
believed to be mythological by the human of modern day. So they are giant, like
Sumo
super
wrestling
big
bitches.
dumb Jones, like
Yeah, I'm good.
super size, like 7 feet, 8 feet Jones.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need no Amazon, bitch.
Gotcha.
Y'all crazy in Tennessee. Ew.
Right.
Right.
Alabama. What we say? Fingering
Fingering
myself.
myself. No, I don't want to watch that on porn.
Let's go to Georgia.
I see. Fantasy for Florida. I'm cool
rocking.
on fantasy.
No, I'm rocking.
You rocking with fantasy?
Yeah.
I want to be more detailed. Fantasy what?
Fantasy is like you had a dream about fucking somebody and then they
Rolled over and they
Yeah.
fucked you.
I'm rocking
Okay.
with fantasy.
Okay. Georgia's Ebony Solo.
Shout out to all the Ebonies.
Shout out to all the Ebonies.
Actually, Ebony is probably my number one search on porn.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ebony
Who want
Solo.
an ebony?
Alright. Shout out to the Ebony.
South Carolina is
Wait a
high.
minute, Ish. I just want to say this real quick. Shout out to the Ebony selection on Pornhub only because I feel like they're a little bit more authentic. The white girls be doing too much sometimes.
Yeah,
Man.
Eddie Jones.
Yeah, go ahead, Ish. Where we at? South Carolina?
Sure. Yep. South Carolina high heels.
I don't care about that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now we're starting to get into the rural part of the world.
Yes.
Like you see that, like it's starting to have a theme. Georgia,
Yes.
Ebony, North Carolina,
Bubble butt. Yep, that was next
You know
on
what
the
I mean?
list.
All
Bubble
right,
butt.
bubble butt. What we doing? I'm rocking.
Yeah.
I'm rocking. I do like to see those super huge asses on,
You do?
on on Pornhub. Those super huge asses. You're like, God damn, her ass bigger than the ball.
Right. Smoking. What?
No, thank you.
No
Vagina
thanks. Well, they do have this thing now. Well,
They putting cigarettes in the
Cigarettes in
pussy.
your shit and smoke it or
mother say.
yeah, and
Yeah,
they
vapes in the
also
pussy.
have this new thing where chicks are like smoking, like while they getting their pussy ate, while they getting their ass ate.
Eesh, let me ask you a question. Is it possible for a girl to inhale and blow it out her pussy?
Yes.
That's possible? All right, I'm rocking. I'm rocking now.
Smoking vagina. That's what Nell said. Smoking vagina. All right. West Virginia is nip slip. If you
what
want
that
to see
mean?
some nipples,
I love nipples.
titties popping out. Ohio is small dick.
Why would I be putting
Why
it in
is
my
that
search?
ever even a search? Ohio. I can't. Pennsylvania is big boobies.
I gotta say this just for educational purposes. Please don't attach this to my name.
Whoa, you in Ohio?
No, I'm not Ohio.
You in
I'm
Ohio?
not Ohio, but I'm about to explain it. I'm about to explain it because I heard it somewhere. That small dick search, they be doing that to laugh and poke fun at, like talk shit about. So that's a thing. But I'm not doing it. But I just want people to know the context.
Okay. Yeah, because it. And not only that, too, some ladies just like small dicks.
Right.
They do. All right. New York is body swap.
Wait a minute. Did we skip Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I said big boobies.
Oh, all right. I'm rocking. What we doing? Body swap?
Body swap.
No, I'm not looking that up on porn though. All right, what's up? Where we going?
I'm going to start.
You got all those little states.
Yeah,
on
the little
side.
states. So we'll start with Rhode Island. They're doing doggy style.
I'm rocking.
Doggy style with the thumb in the butt.
I'm rocking.
Yeah. Massachusetts orgasms.
I'm rocking.
Can y'all say the one above?
What's that, Vermont?
Yes.
I can't see what the fuck
I
it say.
can't see what that said. POV, I think it says.
All right, POV. I'm rocking.
Yeah.
I like POV because they be holding the camera like this, or it'd be a lot of different camera angles. I'm rocking with POV.
Yeah, the visuals on POV be real dope. New Hampshire pierced.
You know, I'm rocking.
Pierced. Maine thruple.
Remind me what a throuple is.
Thruple is threesome with a couples. So it's a couple and a unicorn.
Couple and then they go fuck somebody.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that. I don't like them niggas watching their wives get fucked on porn. That shit's weird.
Yeah.
That shit is weird. Why you watching your wife get fucked on porn?
They call cucks.
That's weird.
And then licking the come out the
Right, that's
Yo, that's wild. No,
the
you
men
done
do
took
that
it
shit.
way there. I know.
men
That's
do
that
that
nasty
shit.
shit, right?
weird, man.
Connecticut. Double vaginal.
What's double vaginal? Lesbian,
Women
two bitches,
Getting their cooks together.
scissors,
2 women hitting each other. Yeah.
scissor. No, I don't want to see no bitches. scissor.
Yeah.
Vag.
District of Columbia. Big ass cop.
I can't say big ass cop. I hope that don't say big ass.
Say big ass cock.
Wait, it say big ass cop. Oh my god, I had to take off.
Fuck y'all doing in DC.
Yo, DC, kill yourselves.
Right, how about it?
Jersey.
New Jersey is Turkish. Stop it.
What that mean? Turkey bitches or turkey based?
Motherfucker.
Turkey basted or turkey bitches?
No.
Turkey bacon. Turkey bacon bitches. No, turkey bacon bitches.
I can't.
Why are they searching Turkish people in
But wit is
Jersey?
sexy. Well, I can't say like wit is sexy for some, but Turkish would not be
Dells,
in my
college.
mind.
Sometimes,
Delaware is college.
sometimes niggas like them Turkish bitches because they can't speak English.
Oh yeah.
Delaware is college. Yeah, I'm rocking with that. I'm rocking with the little college bitches getting smashed. No, might not like it. They might be too young.
Too young.
Way too young.
Too young.
And Maryland,
Glory hole.
glory hole.
Wait a minute, you trying to ask Nell a question. So no, you never seen she don't gotta be a little bitch, but she could be a thick bitch, a little amateur, the little amateur section. You never seen that? You don't like the little amateur section? Like it's
Yeah,
their first time doing a porn?
I like amateurs is just like homemade joints.
Yeah.
I like it when it's grannies.
Okay. But you'll still watch it if it's her first joint.
Older.
Right, but it's her first joint.
Yeah, why not?
But you know, now too, you actually like older women, and that is your thing. But like, a lot of older women are looking a lot younger. Like these days, like you know what I mean. You got
I know.
see, like I don't know what the fuck you trying to say, like because don't try.
No.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you know, 60-year-olds looking like 50.
They not looking like
45.
they still older looking, but they not like looking
Right.
like college students.
Right, exactly.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yes. And Maryland was glory hole, and Maryland was the last one. Glory hole.
I don't
Y'all
like
searching
glory hole.
Shout
hole?
outs to America for being nasty.
I don't like glory hole.
Glory holes.
No, you watching bitches get fucked through the glory hole? Yeah, I'm not.
I don't watch porn, bro. Like,
It's just-
Man.
you know what I mean? I'm wholesome over here. I go to church on Sundays.
Give him Peter each. I'm sick of it.
like, I'm just inch him over here. Just because I don't know if, you know, if he goes to church. I'm just inch him over here. Snug him up real kind of
I'm
close.
sick of it. But that was erotic zone, people.
Yes.
Make sure y'all put y'all answers in the
I'll
chat.
be having me like super like weirded out on the body. I'm like, what's next? Man? What's next?
Let us know what is y'all favorite Pornhub category. Mine is ebony, followed by cream pies or squirting, followed by I'll have. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. And my third would be what is it? Latino. Shout out to the Latino. It's y'all special. Proceed.
Nell doesn't watch porn.
Granny.
What,
When I do, I already
what is
got,
your,
like,
what is
my-
your top three, Ish?
Sensual.
I can't.
Sensual,
Bye, Ish. Go on in 60 seconds.
Nell, he is hating. Sensual sex. I like the massaging, the rubbing, and all of that stuff that leads to sex. So I do like that.
Ooh, look so
I
sensual
like-
sex on porn.
I like
you
back
looking for
shots, finger in the ass.
You ain't looking for the.
Back shots,
looking
finger
on- I
in
watch
the
a movie
ass.
Go ahead, Ish. What's your last two?
Yeah. Back shots, finger in the ass.
Back shots, fingers in the ass for Ish.
Yes. And threesomes.
Solid. I don't like threesomes on porn only because I feel like it don't be enough hard fucking. It'd be like light fucking. Like.
It'd be like fucking. Well, sometimes I like fucking is good.
Yeah, but I don't want to see it on porn.
Right. I know. You said no sensual, no light, no easy.
Going to 60
60
seconds. Each bit.
Shout out. Yo, I'm still reeling from last week's victory. The Cowboys over the Eagles. You know, if this team doesn't get themselves together, and you know, by this next game, it could
Woo,
get
woo,
dark.
woo, woo,
Green
woo.
team. But hopefully with a bounce back win this Monday night, the Eagles will clinch a playoff spot, which I'm sure Ish is hoping. Also, you know, my Cowboys is in prime position right now to do that as well, while the San Francisco 49ers have already clinched the playoff spot. But in Thursday game news, which is the start of week 15, which is here also, which is fantasy football playoff week as well. Shout outs to y'all if y'all in the fantasy football league, like myself. We had the Las Vegas Raiders take on the Los Angeles Chargers tonight, with the Raiders surprisingly whooping the Chargers' ass 63-21.
63-21.
63-21, and Vegas scored
That's wild.
on almost all of its possessions, with 2 defensive scores to go along with the 6 offensive scores. So Shout out to the Las Vegas Raiders to, in dominant fashion this week. Hopefully your team is playing this week. All of the buys are over. So no more teams are on bye weeks. Last week was the last week for bye weeks. So hopefully your team is in prime position to secure a playoff spot or fighting for one of those wild card spots.
No, let me ask a question. Let me ask a question real quick. My bad, but let me ask a question real quick. When it comes down to your team, would you rather your team has the bye early or late?
I rather, as you've seen it, I'd rather have my team have the bye at the most perfect time, which is a combination of right in the middle. I like them to have it a little later, especially now because it gives them opportunity to rest as the season goes on towards them possibly clinching a playoff spot, which means extra games. I think that was one of the problems with the Eagles. If you look back on last week's game, the past 2 weeks they just looked tired. They looked like a tired football team trying to figure it out. Not lack of talent. I just think they're not hitting on all cylinders because they're tired. So the attention to detail wanes a little bit. But then when you have those teams that are fresh, they're winning, they've been through those bumps in the road early, and they figured it out. Now you start to see them having fun out there, like the 49ers and the Cowboys and teams like that. The Baltimore Ravens, who had a bye later on in the bye weeks in the season, which now have them hitting, and being primed for a run. Kansas City had a bye, somewhere in the middle there, and struggling a little bit. So you got those teams that can figure it out, and I think the Eagles are going to figure it out. I know we got two people on here who actually like other teams, but I think the Eagles will somehow figure it out and actually will win this Monday night. I think it will not be a close game. I actually think the Eagles will come out and handle business this week, just to show people, the doubters, and then also show themselves that they can do it. So shout out to Aisha's team. Hopefully Monday night they get a win. If they don't, I'm still happy. I could care. It is what it is. But hopefully your team is trending in the right direction at this time of year, which would give them a great opportunity to, make it to the playoffs and possibly, play in a Super Bowl this year. So shout outs to all the teams out there that's playing. If you haven't, make sure you catch Game 7 on Thursdays at 7 p.m. because soon after we get finished with football, we're going to be super immersed in basketball season. And, you got crazy Draymond Green out here doing all kind of crazy shit. I know T and Mike talked about that today on the show. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch Game 7. It comes on every Thursday at 7 p.m. And it's just an amazing watch. And to hear those brothers articulate themselves in the art in the world of basketball is, we'll be in that season fully real soon. We're getting over football season, and we'll be right in basketball season real soon. NBA All-Star Game is coming up, right? When is that typically, T? What, is February? January?
Second weekend in February. Second weekend in February is the NBA All-Star Game.
For me, it almost feel like that's when the season start. I love basketball. I was watching it from the beginning, but it's like the season starts to really start once we get out of football season, which is in January.
The wins and losses get serious after the All-Star break.
Absolutely. So shout out to sport right now. Is definitely holding our attention. I know a lot of people are closet fans. They don't they only want to come out the closet when their team win, but they hide their hands and hide their face when their team loses. You can't be a fan if you don't take the good with the bad. I was having a conversation with somebody earlier about that. It was like, I like the team, but I just don't. No, I like your team. Ride with your team from the beginning to the end. And if the wheels fall off, at some point you could put them back on. Like look, all three of our teams. T is a Browns fan. Aisha is an Eagles fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. All of our teams had our bumps and bruises at some point. All of them was at some point horrible. They turned it around and made it make sense. So have faith in your team. Ride with your team till the wheels fall off if that's your team. Other than that, let's have a great, beautiful rest of the week. I know it's crazy. Next week, when we will be premiering the show next Sunday, we will be Christmas Eve. And then followed by that will be 1 week until New Year.
Right.
This year is moving by fast, man, and we say this all the time, and we've been talking about this from our existence. And I'm gonna leave you with this quote that has resonated with me and my people from Friday Night Lights to now. Love yourself, love each other, and put God first. Because if you don't, what do you really stand for? Because the world is moving so fast that we forget to love the people that we really supposed to be loving on, and the people that believe in us. And you know what I mean? Everything we do, we gotta just put man above first, because that's who brought us into this world to give us the opportunity that we got.
Shout out to dear little sweet baby Jesus. All right, people. This is episode. What is this? 160.
161.
What episode 161? Shout out to my co-host for a beautiful show as usual. The world's greatest conversation. Shout out to y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button underneath the video. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel. Hit that loud bell notification. And we are back on every day. It's every day now. It's every day. We dropping every day. Every day we dropping something every day. Every day we dropping something every day. If y'all seeing this on Sunday, there was intimate conversations that dropped on Friday. Let me know y'all thoughts in the chat and in the comments on that episode of Intimate Conversations. And ladies, last but not least, when it's cold outside and you're feeling lonely, hit Aisha up for a little self-enjoyment at rawhoneydrip.com.
Hey now.
All right, people, let's get up out of here. Episode 161, we are out.